still trying to learn how to use this thing. I just got finished doing a national broadcast this morning or this afternoon about customer service. So I've got 30 of my friends, realtors, 5 or 10 of our small business owners that are here. And the conversation this morning is customer service. And I have been doing this for 31 years. And it is the number one topic is how to retain clients and how to create an excellent customer experience before, during, and after the transaction. I don't care what business you're in. The number one goal is to attract clientele and then to serve them. So after you serve them, they do what? Refer you. Okay? So anybody in here members of the Brian Buffini organization in one way, shape, or form? Okay? You're getting a box or getting a coach. Okay. So those of you that know me, I am a big proponent of Brian Buffini. I've been a proponent of his for 25 years, and I have been taking every class that he could teach. I've traveled all over the country to see him. And I'm really a slow learner because in spite of the fact that he teaches on how to retain customers and how to create excellent clientele through customer service, I continue to think this year, the class we're doing this year, which is a Buffini class with the national broadcast we just did today, we continue to talk about the same thing over and over and over again. Why? Why? Why, after 31 years, are we talking about retaining customers and enhancing our clientele so our clients can do what? Refer us. Okay? That is the only way that you can stay in business is that you repeat and duplicate your clients. So they could connect you, lending, roofing, title, any other business over and over again. And here's my rub. I'm going in a totally different direction than I have in any conversation I've ever had. I can talk till I'm freaking blue in the face. To you, about retaining customers, creating customers, and having excellent client care. And no one listens. No one listens. Make 10 calls a day. Write a note or two a day. Go visit someone you love, who you served, who's honored you with a paycheck, a commission check. We talk about creating customers and creating a client experience and talking about the X's and O's. Why do we not do it? Who has made, since yesterday, 10 calls to someone who's not imminently doing a deal, but just a past client or a friend or someone? Who in this room has made 10 phone calls since yesterday to people just to say hello? Anybody? 10 calls. Okay. Okay. 2. All right. Okay. So 10 calls. So why did you do that, Tony? Why did you do that?
That's what I do.
For how long?
5.
Because you told him to.
Yeah. Earlier. 5 yesterday and then 5 this morning.
Okay. How about you?
That's what I do.
Okay. How long have you been doing it?
20 years this year.
Okay. All right.
I really didn't get serious about those calls until about 5 years ago.
Okay.
During COVID,
All
when
right.
I realized we have to communicate.
Right.
We have to call them. We have to go see them.
So any conclusions on the calls you made over the last 2 days, or the calls you made today or yesterday? Any ahas, anything that was unusual or interesting on the calls that you made? Anything?
Well, most of the time it goes to voicemail.
Fine, that's fine. What do you say? Do you leave a message? Do you leave a message? What do you say?
I'm thinking about you. I'm in your neighborhood. I saw your house.
Hmm?
Things like that.
Okay, fine. Tony, what do you say?
I've got a client right now that's stuck in Dubai that went there for a 2-day trip that he can't come back home because of the war and stuff like that. So he sent a picture on a ski slope when his one real estate shirt. He was like, nobody was here to take a picture of me, so I took a picture.
Here's my point. My point is that even though we know what to do, we don't do it. is on top of the world with their business right now? Who in March of 2026 has more business that is going to generate a check today than any time in their career, that they have nothing to worry about ever again because business is so good, so freaking good, I don't have to worry about prospecting, revenue generation, customer service, or creating new clients? Who's there? Raise your hand. I want to know. Anybody? I'm there. Anybody? So why in God's name do we not make the calls? Who's been in business more than 20 years in this room? Okay, about a third of us. Who's been in the business less than a year? Less than 5 years? Raise your hand. Okay, welcome. Welcome. What are you, crazy? So you want a tip from someone that's done this 31 years to create clients for life? Create a list of relationships of people that know your name and reach out and touch someone on the phone, with a text, on a video, or go to their home. This morning I got a call from a woman thanking my roofer, for going over and not getting the roofing job. He went over in good faith, worked his tail off, talked to the insurance company. This woman is 80 years old. She lives in a fourplex, 4 units under one roof. You guys, you roofers know exactly what I'm talking about. 3 of the 4 roof systems have been replaced, except for hers, because she couldn't afford it. You would track with me? My roofer goes over in good faith, talks to her, sits with her, calms her down, and works with the insurance company and the other roofer. She got a new roof last week at about half of what she thought the cost was going to be. Because my roofer, and I know you're no different, went over there without any expectation to serve the customer at a high level. I got a phone call from her this morning, she's crying on the phone, thanking me for what a blessing this guy was. He never got paid, never got a deal, okay? But what he did is he created a client for life. Why? Because he did something that wasn't about him, it was about you. So, 2 takeaways. Make your calls. Make your calls. Those of you that haven't made your calls, you got 2 hours before the end of the day today. Call 5 people and tell them simply, I am thinking about you. If there's ever anything you need, let me know. And if appropriate, the market is hotter than a pistol, things are heating up. If I can help anyone that you love, you care about real estate, lending, roofing, title, I am never too busy to help someone that you love and care for. You do that today, you do that for 20 years, you do that for 20 years, I'm looking at seasoned professionals that do this, and I will tell you that these 2 right here don't want for business. I'll tell you right now, they don't want for business. They work hard, they're grateful. Of course they do, because there's never enough. I get that. There's never, ever enough, and there never will be. But I'm telling you that this group of people, the 80 people that I spoke to this morning, the 400 people I spoke to at the Missouri Association of Realtors a few months ago, no one is consistent in their actions. No one is consistent with their actions. No one, including me. And I don't understand why. Okay, we do thousands of mailings, we do thousands of newsletters, we do thousands of events, we have thousands of people come to our events, but no one says, I'm thinking about you, but I can never help you. I'm never too busy to connect or help someone you love, either you or someone you love. I don't care what the script is. I don't care what it is. Yesterday, we laid Kim Winnett to rest. Who knows Kim Winnett? All right, we laid her to rest. Went to the funeral, tons of realtors there. I did not go to the funeral, I was at another meeting. My wife went on behalf of our company and heard the story about Kim Winnett. And Kim Winnett, people came up and spoke to Kim. She's a very good friend of mine, very good friend of a lot of us. And her clients came up and talked to her about how she helped them when nobody would. How she never worried about the house, she just worried about them. Someone who was sick came up and said, she helped me when I was sick. When I was all by myself and nobody would, no discussion about a house, All the discussion was about her helping. She talked this story about a lender. This is someone who came up who's a lender and said, hey, I'm a lender, I'd like to get to know you. Kim said, I have a lender, I'm loyal to my lender, but I will help you create your business. So she invested time personally, took this guy to open houses, introduced him to people that she knew, didn't do business with her directly, one of the most successful lenders in the city to this day, because Kim reached out and helped someone without any expectation in return. Do we have that mindset? Do we have that mindset? Does anybody in this room, including me, have that mindset? You want to have people be the path to your door? Make your conversations about them and not about you. It is so simple, so freaking simple, yet nobody wants to do it. I don't have enough deals. I don't have enough going on. I just lost. I've got my one deal on life support and I lost it. It went away, which happens. 30% of deals right now are blowing up nationally because you don't have 2 or 3 or 4 bullets in your gun. You don't have 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 prospects in your repertoire ready to go. That is called freedom. You reach out and touch the people that you know or that they know and be kind. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I know your story. I'm looking at both of you. You watch what happens. You watch. That is the number one piece of advice I can give you that no one is doing consistently. That's why I teach all the time. No one ever does what I'm doing to the level that I'm doing it, and I suck at it. Okay? So number 2, here's a tip. Somebody tell me a story of their last client that they sold a house to. Just tell me, just raise your hand. Who's gonna be quick story? Quick story. Who's got a story about someone that sold a house to? Who closed on a house this week? Okay, what?
You closed on a house this week?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
My client is getting divorced,
Okay.
single mom.
All right, how'd you meet her?
I've known her for a while through our family.
Okay, and how did your family meet them?
She was doing my stepmom's makeup.
Okay, and so she was a vendor, vendor, business
Yeah,
owner?
yeah, all the
Okay.
girls go to her and my family, yeah.
All right, and you closed the house for her because you helped her?
Yeah.
Right. So, and you, I know how good you are, you probably had a big old gift, you probably did. How long did it take to find a house?
Just a couple weeks.
Okay. You're lucky. It's kind of crappy. It's kind of hard out there right now. A lot of people having a hard time finding houses.
Mm-hmm.
So, my point of this story about a family friend who served the family she sold a house to, how did the customer service play is to honor the person that bought the house, which she did, and then honor the person that connected your client to you. It's called a referral tree. All right? So let me give you one example. Who connected her client to her? Reach out and touch that person. If it's your parents,
Yeah.
thank them.
Yeah.
How'd you meet your parents? We're not going into that. But the bottom line, if you take one of your clients and figure out how did they come to you? How did you meet them? How did you secure their confidence? How did you sell them a house or do a loan or do their title or whatever and put the roof on? Who connected them to you? That's worth a phone call. That's worth a video. That's worth a note. Might be worth a bouquet of flowers. Might be worth some chocolates. Might be worth a home visit. And then who connected that person to you? So what happens is this morning, Mark Schaefer, one of my financial advisors, a friend of mine, friend of all of ours, he's in Facebook. He was in Facebook over the weekend with his wife at a fundraiser at Hallbrook. He was the master of ceremonies, or he was the head honcho or whatever. He's got a picture. Mark's a client of mine. Okay, how did I meet Mark? I met Mark through Mike Searcy. Mike Searcy is his boss. I met Mike Searcy through Jennifer Guile. Okay, and I met Jennifer Guile through a small group that we were with, who was organized by a guy who sells windows named Mike Maruzak, who you guys don't know who he is. So this, and so Mark's a client of mine, friend of mine, and he was honored. So I'm on the phone congratulating him on helping raise $300,000 for his cause, calling his boss, who referred me to him, calling his parents, who Mark referred me to, and what happens is there's a whole group of relationships tied into one client. So you want to have a day's worth of activities, go back and find out how you met someone, and go back to the lineage of how they all got connected back to you, and thank every one of them. It's called the referral tree. And there are people, and it'll be crazy. It's kind of like doing your, yes, exactly. All right, and you go back and you're talking to people in other states and you've actually maybe never really met before, lost contact. And why did you contact me? And all of a sudden, well, you blessed me because I got a chance to work with this person who you did back then, who you went to school with, or you taught school with, or you coached, or whatever, went to church with, or whatever. It is powerful. So my point is, what are you doing today to grow your clientele and to show client care? Start with making a few calls, and then understanding, showing gratitude. You don't have to go into a diatribe, I'm the best realtor in the city, I'm the best realtor in the city. You don't have to do that. Just say, I care. And then contact the people that connected you to that relationship and watch what happens. Okay? Brian Feeney says it 3 ways: calls, notes, and pop-bys. You communicate however you feel comfortable. Texting is fine. Calling is fine. Writing a note is fine. All 3 is great. Home visits are great. And then when people come to events, last point I'm going to make is when you have a coffee, or you have a client event, or a pie party, or whatever you do, make sure that you close the loop. And this is the last thing I'm going to say that no one does. You spend all this time and money to have a party here. Right here. You guys all come. There's been 14 invitations sent. You've hired a beautiful place to come and visit. You got all your friends here. Then you go and have a couple beers, and then you walk away, never to be seen again until the next deal. Closing the loop is when someone says, thank you for coming here, I'm here, I support you, okay, I support you, Nicole, I support you. Now this is your opportunity to thank them for coming. It's called closing the loop. It's the next level of communication. After someone says, I'm going to come to this event, I'm going to take 2 hours out of my day to come to this event, and I don't care if they're realtors, if they're competitors, they're advocates, they're allies, I could give a hoot who they are. Closing the loop is acknowledging their effort to come and see you. And think of the venues that you are in all the time. Or you invite somebody, or you're doing an event, or you're doing something, and you meet someone, and you forget about, oh, I need to call that, I need to thank them. Close the loop. It's the extension of communication after the event is over. You got a 14-touch system, do you people here? What about the 2 or 3 touch system about after the event? Acknowledging people coming. It is powerful, powerful, powerful. And you're not talking to cold calling, you're not talking to people you don't know, you're not talking to people you're scared of. You're talking to people that know your name, have acknowledged your presence, have blessed you by showing up and spending their time, and now you're closing the loop. And oh, by the way, the conversation of closing the loop could be, that was the best event I've ever seen. I want to do one just like it. Or I want to join your team. Or my neighbor wants to buy a house. Or I've got a referral in San Francisco. Or I've got whatever. Does that make sense? All right? If you don't have enough customers, try reaching out and touching someone. 4 ways. Okay? Anybody have any questions? I'll take questions. Have any questions? Like, I'm 260, about 6'3". Going down. Anybody have questions? I've done this for 30 years. I am trying to close well. I'm trying to close well. I'm trying really hard to close well. If not,
Wait, I got a question.
T-Long.
I've seen a change in you, where you're doing a lot more social media now.
Yeah.
More videos. Have you seen a return on that?
Yeah, subtle. I mean, I've got a face for radio. I just have that, okay? But I will tell you that I have a message, so do you, Tony. By the way, every one of you has a message, okay? Every one of you has a pitch. Every one of you has a gift. Every one of you has something to say. Every one of you, even if you don't think you do. So I'm just being more intentional getting the message out to the different channels. I'm getting acknowledgement all the time from people in Kansas City, around the country, about the messaging is good. This is wholesome. Okay, I am very grateful. I have been really blessed beyond my coverage. I am really fortunate. And I want you to be just as fortunate, if not more fortunate than me. The messaging about gratitude, kindness, thanking someone, acknowledging them is not done to the level that it should be, because our country, your friends, are waiting for you to touch them and say hello to them. They're waiting for you to do that. And we're not doing that. No one's doing that. No one is doing that. You want to separate yourself from everybody else? Have your message get visible, make it be thoughtful, and then do the things that no one else is doing. And that's saying, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Okay? That's my, anybody else? Questions? Thoughts? Yes?
So I love our roofing industry, and you mentioned you have a great roofer. Who is it?
It's Bill. I have a couple. It's Bill Shep at All American Roofing.
What roofing was it?
All American Roofing. Bill Shep, SHOEP at All American Roofing. He could teach his class. He's a little younger than me. Doesn't climb a ladder anymore, thank God. But he's got the heart of a servant, and he's so kind, and he's just so good. Okay? Not to say you're not. Okay?
Oh, no.
Right.
So, you know, in roofing, there's some people out there that kind of give us a bad name.
You think?
We're good ones.
Yeah.
Bill's
Yes.
a good one. And
Yeah.
we love our industry, and we want to make sure that we're
Yeah.
honoring those that are doing a good job.
Yeah.
Bill,
So anytime you get a roof job, you got 14 people to thank. Number one is the person that paid you the cash. Number two is the person that referred you. And the third is the person that referred them to you.
Sure.
Okay? And then if it's an insurance agent, the insurance adjuster, I get on their good list too. All right? You have so many people to thank every time you do a deal. It is like candy. It's like taking candy from baby. Thank you for it. No. This woman this morning, 80 years old, thank me. Thank me for connecting Bill to her with tears in her eyes. Okay? Is that a deal? It's a million times better than a deal.
Success for sure.
It's a million times better than a deal. Okay? And I when I'm having a bad day, I come back and I save some of these things, so I come back and say, it's not as bad as it appears, folks. It's not as bad as it appears. Okay? You all have a gift. There's no one in this room that is nothing but a badass at what you do. Go out and prove it to someone else. Not for yourself. Do it for someone else. And do it consistently, like she does, and like he does, like I try to do. And watch what happens. Anybody else? Okay, thank you all very much.
Thank you, Dan.